chime in at the end?
We are live.
Absolutely. Hey, look at that. Here are guests coming in. Welcome, welcome, everybody.
Woohoo!
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Party in the Library.
Welcome.
Oh, this is great. I am so excited to see all of our attendees jumping in. Sorry to keep everybody waiting. This is, as you know, our first Zoom format of Party in the Library. So just as our students are, you know, struggling through the real challenges of converting their learning to an online format, we too have a little bit of a learning curve with our Party in the Library committee and everyone that is working together. But I think we're getting there, and I'm so excited to see all of our amazing co-hosts and panelists here on the screen, and also seeing our attendee numbers going up and people joining us. And I think we'll start our official program just in a minute or so here. Hopefully everyone has their cocktail ready to go, their glass of wine, their dancing shoes for our living room dance
I don't know why I'm nervous, but I am.
This is a big deal, though. It's definitely a big deal.
It is.
Okay, guys, are we ready?
I think we are ready.
Party on.
Absolutely. Yes. Welcome, welcome. Kick it off, Jackie.
Thank you so much, Ala. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 14th annual Party in the Library. If you're on screen, let's see your party crowns. Let's see your makeup. Let's see maybe even your favorite dance move. My name is Jackie Cruz, and I have the honor to serve as the Vice President of Advancement and Development and the Executive Director of the Hartnell College Foundation. I know things look a little different this year, and around the world, things are a lot different. And to say that is actually an understatement. But it's in very difficult times like this that as human beings, we reconnect and we reflect on what's really important to us in our lives, our families, our loved ones, those that are near us, those that are with you today in your home as you dial into Party in the Library. And so for that, we're super and amazingly grateful for. We're grateful for you. We're grateful for our students, for our community strength, for Hartnell's 100 years. And we're also grateful that we have the privilege to honor Ann Secker volunteers' efforts and leadership over many years for the foundation. Ann was past chair of the board in the mid-90s, and even recently, she has chaired twice for us, and with Gary Tanamura is the current co-chair of our Planned Giving Committee, and Ann was also one of our early Legacy Society members. She is a firm believer in Hartnell Students First philosophy, so that's why at Ann's request today, you're actually gonna hear more about our amazing and talented students than you are about Ann herself. That's just the kind of extraordinary human being that Ann is. So tonight, we hope that you'll take some time to visit hartnell.edu/party to leave a message for Ann, a message of support, of gratitude, of shout out, whatever you wish to tell Ann. Good things, of course. Hartnell College supporters have always known how to party with a purpose, and tonight will be no different in that way. Thanks to your support of Party in the Library, the foundation is proudly able to support Hartnell College's innovation, its growth, its expansion, and the direct support to thousands of students and to its great faculty and staff. We thank each and every one of you here tonight for your part in helping us put students first. I would like to extend a special welcome to our elected officials from Congress, from state, from county, from our cities, from our local school boards, our very own Hartnell College Board of Trustees, Hartnell College Foundation Board of Directors, and past Hartnell College presidents who are joining us virtually and who continue to give, by the way. Thank you so much. You know who I'm talking about. It is my pleasure now to introduce our Superintendent President, Dr. Patricia Shia, who has been leading us through very difficult times now. Dr. Shia, in a very short period of time, has proven and shown how much she cares about this community, wants to see it thrive. She's always championing student success, and we really want to thank her for her commitment. I hope that Dr. Shia is joining us right now. I know we were having a bit of difficulties, technical difficulties, so if she's on, please chime in, Dr. Shia. If not, we'll pass it right along to Alfred. Is Dr. Shia there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah,
Hi! Hello, hello.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jackie and the staff, first for your technical support. First, I want to welcome all the participants. What a great evening and event to allow me to give the opportunity to say Happy Mother's Day to you in advance. This is a wonderful prelude to this beautiful, beautiful holiday we're going to celebrate tomorrow. So for those of you who are mothers, or you have mothers, I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you. I also want to extend my sincere appreciation to the staff led by Jackie Cruz and everyone in the foundation's office, plus our wonderful consultant to lead this very unique event, not because itself, also because the way we are conducting this event is virtual. Of course, this is the first time, but I think this will be a wonderful opportunity for all of us. And I've been here close to 7 months now. In this past 7 months, between September and March, of course, I've been out there in the community, both internally and externally, try to connect with faculty, staff, administrators, and in the community. I've been to many, many places. Actually, I was review the list prepared by the staff. Initially, they gave me close to 60, a little bit over 50 names on the list. And they told me the list will continue to grow. Later on, they told me, they said, Dr. Shia, you already exceed the expectations, so we're not going to add on to the list. You just do whatever you want. And today I look at, I'm at 119 individuals I have contacted in the past 6 months. And actually, the list should continue to grow, but I have appointments now. I cannot go out. Basically, everyone is kind of sheltered in. So hopefully, I will continue to do that. The reason I mentioned about that is because of this connection really allowed me to learn a lot about this community, this beautiful valley. And some of you know that I actually grew up in an environment very similar to Salinas Valley. And when I came to here, actually when I started applying for this position, one thing attracts me is the location and it's the kind of culture of this particular area. Even though most people think, oh, she's from San Diego, she probably will have a hard time to adjust to here. I tell you, I just feel very ease. It's just like at home. And I don't feel that I can make extra effort to make myself comfortable. I feel very, very comfortable. But what I learned most is the community. The community, of course, it's very family oriented. And one thing you will hear when I address this year's graduates is I encourage them to stay here at the Valley where they grew up and to give back their talents and help this Valley to move to the next level, in particular under the COVID-19 impact. Everywhere has been impacted, but this Valley needs their talents, needs their skills, needs their contribution. And I hope that this is a great opportunity to bring that synergy together and bring all those young people who perhaps have already thought about leaving the Valley to explore their future or career opportunities. They might think about staying here with the family and help us to move this next level forward together. And also, I learned one thing is about the unique industry here. of course, majority is agriculture based. I actually went into the field. I went to several farms, talked to the farm workers. And the one thing I noticed that is this college in the past few years has done tremendous job in outreach to students who follow the traditional education path. That means, they either graduated from high school or they have been away for a few years. They come back, they want to get a traditional certificate or degrees or transfer to the foreign institution and move away from here for a few years before they return because they want to get advanced degrees, which is wonderful. However, in this past few months, I also noticed that there is a tremendous population, perhaps, by working with the K-12 system, in particular adult school, we can better prepare those individuals. I believe you know whom I refer to. Those are over 90,000 farm workers in the Valley. And I know that adult school currently probably serving over 3,000 of them, but there's still a lot of them there. When I was out there, one thing I learned is agriculture industry is moving into automation, robotics. And when I look at all those 100% workers manually doing things, I just asked myself, I said, Patricia, what is going to happen to them when the industry needs some skilled worker, but more technical oriented rather than just manual labor? What are they going to do? And I actually asked one of the employer, and the person looked at me, kind of interesting thinking, I think, in his head is, why you ask me that question? Because when these individuals, they can no longer provide the skills I need, they are no longer my employees. I don't need to worry about them. Why you ask me that question? So I said it to the individual. I said, what is going to happen when everything is going to move to robotics, automation? These people, they won't have jobs. We all know that. But they won't leave this valley either because they feel very comfortable. They develop relationships. They have family and friends here. But without a job, they cannot contribute to the workforce. They cannot pay tax. They cannot afford housing. And they will create even more homeless situation. In Salinas, we have 34% of individuals who are homeless. And the living condition, of course, you don't need me to share with you, is probably the most dense one. And it is not the best situation or even desirable. So in my mind, as an institution, what Hartnell's job of priority at this point is really create a kind of education path for them, which will suit their needs. Simply put, it's non-credit ESL, focused on the, later on, maybe the short-term certificate with contextualized English and math, and allow them to be able to make a living in the meantime, come to school, stay for a short period of time, and get some skills and continue to move forward to support themselves and others. So that's one thing I learned. But I also noticed that the community support to this population is very important because when they are in a non-credit program, they are not qualified for financial aid. And during this very challenging COVID-19 time, the community support individuals like all of you who have been very supportive of the college and our students and their future, even highlight your importance and your contribution. Your appearance and attendance tonight just make me become more confident. There's a tremendous hope. There's tremendous future for this valley because we are all together to support everyone that can help us in the near future. Once again, I cannot say thank you enough to all of you and allowed me this opportunity to share some of my thoughts, my learning. And I appreciate your support. I wish tonight we are going to have a wonderful, wonderful event. And I believe that is going to occur in just a moment. Thank you again.
Thank you, Dr. Shia, for those encouraging words that help us keep in mind what this is all about.
Thank you.
Susan.
Yes, can you hear me?
We can. Cheers.
Oh, good. Okay.
Now you're on, Susan.
I
sent you a text.
I'd like to give a toast to the last 100 years of Hartnell College graduates who have done so much to help our community. I'd like to give a toast to all those who have supported the Hartnell College Foundation for the last many years, and all the volunteers, the faculty, and the staff. Cheers. And I'd like to give a toast to the vision for the next 100 years, while we will have an expansion of access to a better education for all the people that live in Salinas Valley. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Thank you, Susan. You always cheer me up. And I enjoy having you always lead the cheer. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. Capturing this vision will be made possible through visionary leaders. One such leader, our president of Hartnell College District Board of Trustees, Aurelio Salazar, Jr. He's going to share some words of encouragement with us tonight. Aurelio, where are you? It's your turn.
Kurt, thank you. On behalf of the Hartnell College Board of Trustees, thank you for joining us tonight. Your ongoing support is greatly appreciated. As president of the board, it is the highest honor to serve in this position during our centennial celebration. I'm sure that Maria Teresa de la Guerra and William Edward Petty Hartnell would have never envisioned a celebration like this. Our success has been made possible by individuals like you who contribute your financial and intellectual power in transforming the lives of so many students. One of our primary responsibilities is to meet the workforce needs of our local industries, whether it be in agriculture, nursing, education. The Hartnell College Board of Trustees is committed to meeting those needs. Lastly, I want to acknowledge the Hartnell College Board of Trustees who are with us tonight, our administration, faculty, and staff for their enduring leadership and commitment to higher education. And to those who have served or are currently serving in our military, thank you for your service. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Aurelio. Yeah, now it's okay for you to grab a glass of wine and relax.
Yeah, I want to take this on. Thank you.
All right. Well, in addition to the support of the Hartnell College Board of Trustees, the Hartnell College Foundation is supported and led by its passionate board of directors. We'd like to thank Judy Salsona for her tremendous leadership as Hartnell College Foundation's board president and invite her to share a few words. Judy?
Thank you. Great. Thank you, Kurt, and thank you everyone for joining us tonight. It is now my pleasure to welcome you to our party on the library on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Hartnell College Foundation. I also want to thank you so much for all the years of support that you have provided to the college and our students. Hartnell College is touching the lives of 17,000 students across its 3 campuses. And now more than ever, the college wants to support the students who are working so hard to complete their education online. It is at times like this when we are required to tap into our most creative selves to do the work that our community needs from us, and it's so important to our community. I'd like to thank to the 3 co-chairs of the Party in the Library this year, Susan Gill, Alfred Diaz-Infante, and Kurt Golnick, for their vision their creativity, and their leadership. I'd also like to thank the Party in the Library Committee and our very dedicated staff. The Party in the Library Committee, as you can imagine, began organizing and planning this annual event some time ago, and then had to re-envision the event to become a virtual event so that we could still come together and celebrate and raise the funds that we need to support our students. Our staff has not stopped working throughout this time. They have continued to provide essential services to our students every single day. The mission of the Hartnell College Foundation is to cultivate resources to champion student success. We exist to support our students and to make sure that our college has what it needs to continue to be an example of innovation and excellence. We cannot do our work, we could not do our work without the support of the community. We are very fortunate to live in a community that is so generous, a community of families that are so committed and so value the education of their students and their children. And we also do our work thanks to the partnership of so many people like all of you who year after year contribute your time and your resources to make sure that our students can achieve their aspirations. One of our traditions in the Party of the Library every year is to recognize and acknowledge those champions, one individual every year who has shown tremendous commitment to the college. Since 2007, we have honored Gary Tanemura, David Gill, Margaret Derigo Martin, Nick Pasculi, Bruce Taylor, Susan Gill, Andy Matsui, Joanne Taylor, Karen Fano, and Kathy Mosler, Butch Lindley, Kashi Slumberg and Bob Martin, Alfred Diaz-Infante, Nate Holliday, and this year we honor our friend and colleague, Ann Secker. So congratulations to Ann, and congratulations to all of our past Leadership Award honorees. Thank you so much again for joining us tonight and for your generosity and kindness. And I hope you really enjoy our ReEnvision party in the library. I'd now like to introduce Tom Dreesen, a legendary comedian who opened for Frank Sinatra's every single performance for over 15 years. Tom has some very special words of encouragement for our Hartnell students who are demonstrating amazing resilience during these really difficult times. So Tom?
Minor technical difficulties, just one moment, please.
Hi, I'm Tom Dreesen, and I've been a comedian for many years. And I've had a wonderful career. I've appeared on hundreds of television shows, and for years I toured the nation with some of the biggest stars show business has ever known, including the late, great Frank Sinatra. So I've been very successful, but it wasn't always that way. I grew up on the south side of Chicago with 8 brothers and sisters, and we were very poor. We lived in a shack. We had no bathtub, no shower, no hot water. I had no control over that, but I did have control over my thinking. I had control over whether I was going to give up or step up. I decided to step up. I was a high school dropout. I went in the Navy, got a high school diploma from the Navy, came out of the Navy, went to junior college nights because I was determined. I was determined not to give up, that I was going to step up. Like the students in Salinas, California at Hartnell College, you know, who are working against all odds to complete their education online. That's the kind of courage and determination it takes to be a success. I'm proud of you. You are determined, and no one can take that from you.
So very, very cool of Tom to join us today. So I want to share with everyone, I know you've all heard, but just a gentle reminder that we have a really amazing drawing package. available during Party in the Library this year. And our drawing has always been a great fundraiser and a great way to get involved, whether you'd like to buy 1 drawing ticket or 50 drawing tickets. So I want to share that with everyone today and encourage you to go to hartnell.edu/party and get your drawing tickets. It's going to be the very last thing that we do today, which will be the announcement of our drawing winner. So you've got another 25 minutes or so to win an amazing 7-night staycation right by the beach. Not only do you get a great stay in a 4-bedroom home with a great backyard and lots of wonderful time by the ocean, but you also get some great meals and some really fun treats. So a reminder, everybody, go to hartnell.edu/party and click the link to buy your drawing tickets. And we will just love to welcome you over to Aptos for the lucky winner. So thanks for that, everybody. Now it is my pleasure to share with all of you and introduce to you my partner in crime during our auction, the one and only Butch Lindley. Butch has been our auctioneer for, gosh, Butch, this is year 14. And because of our virtual format this year, we had to do things a little bit differently. We announced our auction a week ago, and some of our amazing bidders and supporters have actually been sending in their proxy bids and their buy it nows for the past week. And so some of our auction packages have sold, and we'll talk about that, but a few are still available, and you can see all of them again on our website at hartnell.edu/party. And before I turn it over to Butch, I just want to share a really cool thing, and we share this every year, but it never ceases to amaze me. I'm sure everybody knows, it's worth mentioning again, that the foundation leverages every single dollar that we raise at Party in the Library into $12 for our students. Between scholarships, support programs, and innovative approaches to higher education, every dollar that we raise tonight turns into $12 for student support. So your generosity during our auction is just incredibly appreciated, and thanks to the incredible work of the foundation, it goes 12 times further. So Butch, are you ready to take it away and talk about our auction?
You bet, Ala. Thank you. Thank all of you for joining us tonight. A little bit different format than we're used to in a number of ways in our lives. But the lot number 1, those of you who, I think we're going to get this up on the screen. There we go. And the upper left of the screen, Legacy of Great Scheid Wines, generously donated by Kurt Golnick and the Scheid Family Wines. This item has, as evidenced by the screen, has been sold already. That's to Lino and Terry Belly. But guess what? We've got another one. We'll talk to you a little bit later about that. But Kurt and the Scheid family said, sure, sell another. And then also item number 2, the Giants package, a great package, compliments of Granite Construction, has already been sold. That's to Janice and Dennis Caprara. They will not be able to cook steaks there at the ballpark, I don't think, but that's just too bad. But Janice and Dennis, thank you very much for that purchase. The Epic Wine Getaway, item number 3, is, where are we? There we are, lower left. Hotel Cheval in Paso Robles. The AO Wine Collective and David and Susan Gill graciously presented that to us tonight, and it has been sold to Deborah and Ted Kashmar. Item number 5, obviously number 4, we'll get to in a moment. Item number 5 is the Sam Linder's Cabo Paradise in the old Palmilla in Cabo. This has been sold, and Sam and his auto group were gracious enough to provide 2 of these. The first one was to the Edson family, Catherine Edson, Lynn and George Jackson. Dave Edson, Terry Pryor, Janet Greenlee, John and Valerie Edson. I don't know all those people, but if we were having this in our normal situation at the library, I'd probably be picking on them. Also, the second one was purchased by somebody I know pretty well, Dr. Willard and Michelle Llewellyn. Dr. Llewellyn is a proud graduate of Cal Poly Pomona, as I am, and that's about all we have in common. He was a baseball player many, many years after I went to school there. But thank you very much, Will and Michelle, and you and your family enjoy that opportunity to go down there. It's a great spot.
And they're here with us as guests, but so.
Do they get a speaking part?
Nope.
Nope. Lot number 6 is, now let me get some paperwork. I'm having a hard time reading that on the screen, but that's all right. Lot number 6 is the spectacular diamond necklace, generously donated by Carrie Lee Jewelry, purchased by Susan Gill. David, you're making all of us look bad all the time. You shouldn't do that the day before Mother's Day. Some of us get in trouble pretty regularly, and you make it tough on us. But congratulations, Susan, and enjoy. So we have the other items that are available. Ala, did you get any additional information on where we are on those items?
So we've, for all of our guests who are on, we've got lot 1 up on the screen right now, Butch, and that is the amazing Scheid Family Wines private tour and tasting. And you know what, Butch, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but we have Mr. Golnick sitting right here with us. Should we give him a chance to talk about the package?
Probably not.
and yet I've unmuted him. There you go.
I think I'm going to do it anyway, Butch.
I don't have a mute button. I can't stop.
Well, I can tell you this. It's going to be a heck of a good time. We're going to have a beautiful lunch. We'll pair wines with the different courses during the lunch. We're going to take a tour of the winery. And the winery is a very sophisticated facility. It's probably the most modern winery in California today. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely gorgeous place. The yard and all the surroundings, the rose gardens and all that's very, very beautiful. We're going to go through the main winery, then we'll head over to the reserve winery where we're going to have our reserve winemakers, Marta and Casey, do a special barrel tasting. We'll be able to taste reserve Pinot Noirs from Santa Lucia, reserve clarets, reserve Cabernets a year or 2 or 3 even before they're bottled. So it'll be a lot of fun to do that. Then we're going to head back to the tasting room. That'll be a great time too, because the reserve winemakers will have us do some tastings, and we'll do a critical analysis of some wines and teach some vocabulary so you can become a snooty wine taster and really show up all your friends with your terrific wine knowledge. Anyhow, we're going to have a great time. I'll be with you too, and we'll get into our cups good and early that day.
Very cool. Thank you so much, Kurt. And let's see, just for a split second, I'm trying to look at all of the screens. I know Margaret was on a second ago. There you are. Margaret, you won this package last year, didn't you? You just absolutely loved it, right?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It was amazing. Probably the best experience I've ever had wine tasting. I said, why go to Napa when you can go down to South County and have some of the best wine available? Kurt, your team was phenomenal. My girlfriends and I had a wonderful time. The food, we had a taco bar that was out of this world. And you're right, state-of-the-art facility kind of blew my mind. I was really impressed. So I'm ready to buy it now.
Yeah.
Done, sold.
Wait, is that an official bid?
It's buy it now, it's done.
Oh, well, man, am I glad I unmuted your mic.
Wow.
Thanks, Margaret. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, that's an amazing way to do it. Wow. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Scheid. That's amazing. And I'm going to just tell you guys that in the midst of all this, I don't know if you've been seeing Patrick's head bobbing in and out of the picture on the screen at all, but I think I might have one more bid in here. Kurt, if there's a little magic that happens somewhere here behind the scenes, can we do one more?
Absolutely. You know, this is a great time for me too. I get to take the day off and party. I'm in.
Oh, you're the best.
That's pretty phenomenal. I feel like, Mr. Maris, I really can't tell if your auction paddle is up in the air or if you're just passing notes to the cute girl in the room. Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's how we do it. So we've sold one to, the Amazing Belly team came forward. They purchased one at Buy It Now before we even went live. And then Margaret, who was supposed to help us sell it to the rest of our guests, did another Buy It Now. And it looks like our amazing sponsor and donor and panelist and committee member and the love of my life also is apparently taking us to Shide. So win-win. Okay. That was a really good job auctioning off that package, Butch. You did great there.
Now
So
you can all become cork sniffers. Like
perfect. So Shide is sold. That's absolutely amazing. So it's three packages. Wow. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you to the Shide family. All right, Butch. Let's see if we can work some magic and make it happen again. What's the next item?
Paula, can we give a shout out to Belly, please? Belly.
Yes, I named them first. They
okay,
came.
Good.
They
Thank
came.
you.
Yeah, they came through before the rest of us had our cocktails and got all lubed up and started bidding. So yeah, they were the first ones to come through. We're so grateful. Thanks, Jackie.
Thanks, Paula. I got you.
okay, I think we're going to lot number 7. If that's.
We're going to lot number 4.
Oh.
VIP parking spot.
That's it. So we have a VIP parking spot on the main campus, I'm assuming in the parking garage. And it's a great spot for whomever, a student, staff, volunteer, whomever, a student. And I know which spot I would pick. I'd go make a left, go through the front door to the parking garage and make a left. And just before you get to the far side, go around the circle and park over there where all the handicapped people park. But that's a great spot.
And just to clarify, Butch, this isn't like a pick your spot VIP parking spot. This will be a spot that is assigned. So I know Dr. Shia has a there's always like that amazing parking spot that says president only, and then I think maybe someone else does. So this will be like the third and only other reserved spot on the main campus. Am I saying that correctly, Jackie?
That wherever the person, whatever the person, if they need a parking spot in King City, or if they need one at the LSL campus, or if they need one at the main campus. So it's really about the donor. So
awesome, phenomenal.
We'll work with them on the details.
Okay, and Butch, I think we currently have a bid of $1,500. So the next bid that we'll be looking for is $1,750. If everyone wants to make my life incredibly easy and just the panelists want to bid on it right there, that's great. But otherwise, everyone else who's with us from home today, we've got well over 50 people who are watching us. Just go to hartnell.edu/party and click the link to make a bid on an auction package. And I'm going to be watching those bids coming through until the end of the evening, and we will we'll announce the winner at the end.
Okay, as Ala said, next bid is $1,750 on the VIP, I'll call it, parking spot, either in King City or actually you could probably wheel and deal and get one at the new Soledad campus before anybody needs a parking spot. But so the next item is lot number 7, and it's a diamond set of diamonds. They usually come in 2 diamond earrings, 18 karat white gold, custom hand forged hoop earrings, natural brilliant cut diamonds, 3.02 carats. Just for Kurt's sake, those are not those yellow things that grow in the ground. These are different carats. Gorgeous.
These are the good kind.
This F-G color and VS clarity, whatever that means. I'm sure it's something good.
It means they sparkle like crazy, Butch. It means that when you are wearing them, whoever is looking at you will be looking at your beautiful smile, but also at the amazing sparkle coming off of your ears. That's what that means, Butch.
All right.
Like your personality.
I knew you would know that. So the next bid that we'll accept is $3,750, $3,750.
Yeah, we're so grateful, Butch. Emmett Linder has the high bid right now, board member, sponsor, amazing supporter, and another one of our dear friends who just jumped in and started bidding right off the bat. At one point, he actually outbid himself, so that was fantastic. This whole online proxy bidding is working really well for us, and so I just want to recognize him for his amazing love for Hartnell College for so many years. But that being said, I have absolutely no problem with him being outbid and somebody else winning the earrings. So, don't let our love for Emmett stop you from bidding on these.
Well, I'm thinking I know the young lady who those may go to. I'm not sure. I'm just saying maybe. But yeah, if you really want to get them, just keep bidding against yourself, Emmett. That's you, the auctioneer's best friend.
We do love that. We are definitely hoping for a buy it now bid of $6,000. $6,000 guarantees that you take them home, but for the moment right now, until I hear otherwise through the Hartnell website, Emmett is the high bid. And I think we have one more lot. Yeah, Butch?
We probably do, but I don't have it on my sheet here. Let me look on the other side.
It's all the good wine.
Oh yes, this is the good wine.
The good wine.
Compliments of Kurt and Susan. They put together a fantastic collection, and Scheid Family Wines and David and Susan. So the first one up is that Magnum of 2017 Camus Cabernet from Napa Valley. I've been fortunate to share a couple 750s, not a Magnum yet. I'm just learning to drink, so I'll go to Magnum someday. But
there's still hope for you.
It's a very, very, very good wine. It's one of those that you remember where you drank it and with whom. Also, there's a Lewis Cab from Napa Valley, 2017. Lewis is a well-known brand of high-end Cabernet. And then the Tolosa Primera Pinot from Santa Lucia Highlands here in Monterey County. So great wines there. And the 6 bottles of the Scheid wines. I've got the same problem with this one I had with the other one, the Clarets and Pinots.
Well, hey, I'll jump in. There's I won't go into a long story, but there's a vineyard that I planted on the Etchnick piece, Butch, you know that well. And we call it Kurt's Vineyard affectionately. And the Cabernets off of that are fantastic. And so we're gonna have a bottle of that. Metz Road, which is a fantastic Soledad Vineyard, Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, Santa Lucia Highlands, Pinot Noir and a Claret, and Pinot and Magnums. So we're gonna have one heck of a wine package here. People that buy this are gonna be stoked. The best wines out of Monterey County, and dare I say, maybe the world, in my opinion, at least.
Thank you, Kurt. That's awesome. And you've really made it when you get a vineyard named after yourself. So congratulations on that milestone, Mr. Golnick. So,
I didn't think he was that old, but.
Some people, they just shoot straight up, man. They're rock stars. So Butch, we're looking for a bid of $1,100 right now, or a buy it now of $1,900. So $1,900 guarantees that you take this package home, and $1,100 gets you into the bidding.
All right, so take a look at it. I'm not sure you can even buy these Napa Valley wines and the Tolosa Magnum of Pinot Primera. Those are even like a long time ago. They're pretty hard to find. So be sure to give it a shot. $1,100 is the next bid.
That's right. So just a reminder, everybody, you'll hear me say this over and over again, but hartnell.edu/party is your website. There is a link to bid on the items. We will be watching those bids through the duration of Party in the Library. So you've got about 15-20 minutes to get any additional bids in. Oh, or you can just text me if you have the direct line. We've got a bid from the amazing, amazing Margaret Diorigo of $1,100 to open us up. So as of this moment, Margaret has the high bid of $1,100. So you could totally bypass the website apparently if you've got my phone number in your text messages. I love it. So it's the
And
quick way to do
Ala,
it.
what is the next bid we'll accept on that?
So, so we've got $1,100 right now, and Susan suggested that we do easy math. We're going to go up in $300 increments on that one, so that puts us at $1,400 for our next bid. So $1,400 in order to get the next bid up for these amazing wines.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. So that's pretty exciting, and what an amazing, amazing outpour of love. So Butch, I think you and I get to hand it off to the rest of the team now, and I'll just keep watching those bids coming through.
Yes, you bet. And be sure to go to the website and get some tickets for the drawing that will occur right at the end of the event. Thank you.
Thanks for the reminder, Butch. Thanks so much.
Thank
Alfred.
you, Butch. Thank you, Butch. You always do a great job at our auction. We appreciate the time you spend at Hartnell and all the money you raise for us. Tonight's event is made possible by sponsors. We are exceptionally grateful for sticking by our students and continuing their support of the Hartnell community. We'd like to give a special thank you to our champion sponsors. Normally we ask for applause to be held at the end, but now we'd like to invite you to clap and participate the whole time. Our champion sponsors are Chevron, Dataflow Business Systems, Dilpick & Sons, David and Susan Gale, Huntington Farms, Joanne Taylor, Pinnacle Bank, Salinas Valley Memorial Healthcare System, Sam Linder Auto Group, Scheid Family Wines, Taylor Farms, and TMD Creative. Thank you very much for the sponsorship.
Well done, Alfred. And it's always a joy to help raise money for Hartnell. To me, it's the most important institution in the Salinas Valley. So let's give a round of applause to our leader sponsors, Alla and Company, Central Coast Federal Credit Union. Alfred, you'll recognize this one. Chispa, Driscoll's, Granite Construction, Mike and Alice Hitchcock, Holiday Seed Company, KION, Rio Farms, John and Annette Romans, and the Union Bank of California. Great job.
And oh, Susan, beautiful and amazing Susan, you are muted. Susan Gill, we want to see your beautiful face and we want to hear your amazing voice.
Am I on?
Now you're on. There you go.
Okay, great. Thank you.
But you can't hold your script in front of you like that. We can't see you.
Sorry. One last special sponsor round of applause for our partner sponsors, First Capital Bank, Alvarez Technology Group, Axiom Engineers, Belli Architectural Group, Diorigo Brothers, Company of California, Dole Fresh Vegetables, Gary and Mayumi Tanamura, Hayashi and Whalen, HGHB Architects and Planners, In Studio Architecture, Integrated Crop Management Consultants, Nate and Cindy Holliday, Natividad Medical Foundation, Nolan Hammerly Etienne Consultants, Nate and Cindy Holliday, whoops, I'm going over it wrong. Okay. Nolan Hammerly Etienne and Haas, RC Farms, SSB Construction, Sturdy Oil Company, and Tombleson General Contractors. Thank you very much.
All right.
To all our sponsors.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, there's another club that you all could join if you would like. It's the President's Circle. It's not only our business supporters making a difference, it's the individuals who are a part of the President's Circle that provide invaluable funding for the foundation year after year. The President's Circle began in 2012, and its loyal group of supporters has continued to grow. Thank you for your continued support of Hartnell, and it's not too late to join. We've got room for more members.
Usually our good friends from KION join us as MCs of the Party in the Library. This year, they have a special message for all of our supporters. Let's roll it.
It's a party without the crowd and at a safe distance. Perfect for all you book lovers out there.
But the most important folks at the center of this attention and the celebration is for a truly worthy cause. All of us here at KION have been truly happy to sponsor Party in the Library for many years.
Yeah, we applaud all of these sponsors, President's Circle and Legacy Society members, and scholarship and internship donors, as well as the amazing donors and bidders who ensure that Party in the Library has a rockin' auction every year. So make sure you get that bidding up a bit.
That's true, but seriously, to all of those who give generously year in and year out to support students of Hartnell College, we applaud you. Cheers and congratulations from all of us here at KION.
Wish we had a glass.
Salute.
Salud.
Yay.
Susan, are you ready?
Right. It is my great privilege tonight to honor one of our incredible community leaders, Ann Secker, whose contribution to the college has been tremendous. Ann has given so generously of her time, serving as Hartnell College Foundation chairman. We know anyone who's a chairman of any organization takes a huge commitment, and Ann has stepped up to this challenge. She served as vice president and chairman twice. During her term, Hartnell earned the award as the top fundraising community college foundation in the whole state of California. Her current effort as co-chair of the Planned Giving Committee with Gary Tanamura will make a huge impact for Hartnell now and in the future. Ann is leading the establishment of a legacy giving program. She is leading by example and with her tireless energy to help members of our community think about adding Hartnell to their estate plans. We are so honored to have Ann as a friend and partner at Hartnell. Tonight we have a special video to share that we think speaks to Ann's incredible leadership of our Planned Giving Committee and the Legacy Campaign, encouraging our community to consider what legacy means to them and what they want their legacy to be. We invite you to watch some very inspiring Hartnell College students who reflect on what they plan to leave their legacy. Let's watch the video.
Leaving an imprint of the good you did within someone or something.
When I think of legacy, I think of my daughter. I think about the decisions I need to make in my life to improve her life.
Legacy is so important because it provides the foundational tools that every student need to accomplish all of their educational goals. And it also inspires us that one day we can pay it forward and help the generations after us, and we can continue to help our community and our school be a better place.
I would like my legacy to be a positive change in the world so that future generations do not have to face as many barriers as I have.
The legacy that I want to leave behind is for my family and for the youth of Salinas that had similar backgrounds to mine, to show them that where you started isn't where you have to stay, that you can go up and attain a higher education.
When I think of legacy, I think of contribution and the work that I must put in. Over my lifetime, I'll plant many seeds for those people that come after me. And if I can look back at my life and see trees where I planted seeds, then I'll know that I have done good and that my legacy has grown. Because legacy isn't about an individual, it's about the community that they impact.
Yay, Anne.
Thank you, Susan, for those very kind words. And thank you to the Hartnell Foundation for this honor and recognition. Thank you most, though, for letting me introduce one of our fabulous students so that she can talk to you and share her story of success. Every year, this is the second year in a row where one of our students has been awarded the Jack Kent Cooke Undergraduate Transfer Scholarship. It's a very prestigious scholarship that provides not only a generous yearly stipend for undergraduate studies, but also funds to pursue a master's degree. Our very own 2020 Hartnell graduate is Janelle Frage of Salinas. She was selected from 5,300 applicants. The criteria for selection included academic ability, achievement, persistence, leadership, service to others, as well as financial need. Janelle was one of only 50 students nationwide to receive this scholarship. Janelle is here with us tonight to share her love of Hartnell and her story about her time here, as well as to celebrate student success. Janelle is smart. She's overcome a lot of things in her life. She's survived war. She's adjusted to a new culture. She's learned a new language. And now she's dealing with a pandemic. She personifies the will, grit, determination, and success of Hartnell students. She's a shining example of why the foundation raises money for Hartnell students. Welcome, Janelle. We wish you the best for your future, which we know is very bright. And by the way, folks, she's majoring in mathematics and physics. This young woman is going to transform the world. Congratulations, Janelle.
Thank you so much, Anne. That was very sweet. Good evening, everyone. I'm here today to share my story with you. I was 11 years old when the Syrian civil war started. It was terrifying for a child to live during that time. Being scared was a permanent state of mind. I often felt limited because of the poor educational resources available during the wartime, but I never gave up on learning. My education was probably the only thing I was certain about. So I did my best to never let anything have a negative impact on it. The struggle didn't end there. It actually got a little bit worse after moving to the US in late 2016. For the first few months, I hated going to school. I was very embarrassed of my accent, so I avoided talking to people. Luckily, though, I was forced to learn English very fast since no one in my school spoke Arabic, and that helped me better adapt to my new community. My key to keep going was reminding myself that giving up won't get me anywhere. So instead of viewing my challenges as barriers, I decided to see them as opportunities to grow. And day after day, guess what? Life started getting better. Although my journey hasn't been easy, I'm thankful for it because I know that without every little challenge that I had to go through, I wouldn't be the determined person I am now. Today, I'm a Jack and Cooke Scholar, a Hartnell College valedictorian. I'll be graduating with 2 associate degrees. I'll be doing research with an Ivy League school during the summer. And after that, I'll be heading to UCLA to get my bachelor's degree in applied math. I'm more than certain that I made the right choice to start off my undergraduate career at Hartnell College, because none of this would have been possible without the valuable experiences in research, tutoring, and extracurriculars that I gained throughout my time at Hartnell and the unlimited support that this amazing community has offered me. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Janelle. Thank you for sharing a very amazing, inspiring story. Students like you are what this is all about. Friends, as you know, every year, the Party of the Library raises vital funds for scholarships and programs that change the lives of Hartnell students. At Hartnell, our students develop a strong foundation for success and a passion to achieve their highest educational goals. Hartnell students are determined and passionate. They work hard to overcome incredible challenges and achieve their goals. Over 56% of Hartnell students are first in their family to attend college, and over 85% qualify for financial aid. Many work multiple jobs to put themselves through school while supporting their families. Your gift of support for scholarships and internships often makes all the difference for a promising student to succeed. Although we are not all together in the library this year, we want to ask you to raise your vital virtual paddle and support scholarships and internships this year. Please consider making a donation to support graduates from each of the local high schools in Salinas for a scholarship through our Salinas Valley Promise, as well as critical internships. Internships provide valuable experience for our students that is needed for them to be exceptionally prepared for their next step in life. Let's do all we can to support the preparation of our students to enter the workforce or to pursue a baccalaureate degree. You can do so by going to hartnell.edu/party and by clicking the Donate to Promise Internships and Scholarships button. Very simple. Select your donation amount and select internships or the Salinas Valley Promise. Alternatively, you can email Jackie. We all know how to get hold of Jackie, but if you don't, it's jcruz@hartnell.edu, and we will follow up with you to ensure your donation is directed per your wishes. Every dollar raised in support of research internships will be matched up to $35,000 by the U.S. Department of Education. Scholarships will be matched up to $30,000 by the Associated Students Hartnell College and CHISPA. Your generosity will support the Salinas Valley Promise, a program that provides every high school graduate from the Salinas Valley with a scholarship, mentorship, leadership, and life skills training. The Salinas Valley Promise supports students like Janelle to persist and complete college education or vocational training in order to foster a more vibrant, prosperous, and secure community. Summer scholarships provide students with work experience, build confidence, expand their professional network, support their personal development, and often lead to permanent job offers. Hartnell College students have been awarded internships at renowned research institutions such as the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Naval Postgraduate School, NASA Ames, UCSC, and CSUMB, to name just a few. Now I'd like to ask Ala to explain a little bit more about a very special gift that we have for our scholarship internship donors tonight. Ala, take it away.
Thanks so much, Alfred. The scholarships, internships, the Promise program are so incredibly important, and we always raise such vital funds during the party in the library. This year, again, because we can't just gather together and raise our paddles, we do have a very, very special virtual party gift for everyone who does make a gift to the party in the library this year, to our scholarships and internships and our Promise program. Thanks to the generosity of Matsui Nursery, for all donors who give tonight $1,000 and above, you will receive 50 orchids. And you might be asking, well, what in the world will I do with 50 orchids? But you can put them around your home. You can take them to your offices. You can drop them off at your favorite healthcare provider, at a nursing home, give them as gifts. No shortage of things that you can do with 50 orchids. So I really want to encourage everyone to give it that $1,000 and above level, $2,000 help fund scholarships, $4,000 fund an entire internship. So it's an amazing level to support at. And if you'd like to give $500 tonight, you will receive 24 orchids, $250, and you will receive 12 orchids, and donations of $100 will get you 6 orchids. So again, this is a very special offer thanks to Matsui Nursery for our supporters who are joining us for the virtual party in the library tonight. And all you have to do is go to hartnell.edu/party and click the button that says donate to Promise scholarships and internships.
Ala, we've got some news here on the chat. If you go to the chat, you'll see there that Chevron would like to give $10,000 to the internship and scholarship. Let's get this party started.
Wow.
And Jessica Abe says, I'll buy 6 for $100. So I wanted just to share that. It's in the chat. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Andrea is here with us at the party, and the woman behind so much of the good that is coming from Chevron for Hartnell. So just wanted to give you a shout out, Andrea. Thank you so much. That's an amazing surprise and an amazing show of generosity. Thank you for that incredible leadership.
Thank you so much, Andrea. You and Chevron.
Yes, thank you, Andrea. And Ala and Jackie, I have a few others that I'd like to name. We have already received some donors, and I'd like to name a few that are already made donations prior to our event tonight, and that's John and Annette Romans, Michael Isaacson, David and Susan Gill, Elliot Robinson, Candy DePaul, Tim Vaughn, and Amy Alderson. Thank you very much. Let's give them a round of applause.
Thanks. And Alfred, I have a little love note here from Butch and Vivian Lindley, who are also in toward a scholarship. So thank you so much. It's amazing. Yeah, please keep them coming. And if you have pledged a gift for tonight, we will keep an eye on the chat messages, but please help us by going to hartnell.edu/party and selecting Promise scholarships and internships and making your donation. We'll be so grateful, and we'll have those orchids. Wow, Nick Pasculi just made a donation. Thank you so much.
And Bob and Ann Herendine also made a gift, as well as Erica Padilla Chavez.
Holy smokes, this is so exciting. You know, we didn't know what to expect tonight, so this is so beautiful. It's so exciting. Thank you so much. And remember, the orchids are an amazing little bonus and an amazing thank you. But remember that all of your contributions tonight will be matched as well. So every donation goes twice as far directly to scholarships, internships, and the Salinas Valley Promise.
Yes, and thank you, David Gill, also for that gift. Thank you for going to the website and making that. And Susan, is that you giggling? Thank you, Susan.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Alex and Sterling Martin for $200. Alex,
oh my gosh! Wow.
God love you.
Wow. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, keep the love coming. We'll keep the program rolling along because there's a lot more fun coming up. But keep the donations coming in, please, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So, Jackie, do you want to tell us about the other really huge initiative that that you have been championing and our board has been championing for this year and what's happening right now?
Yes, of course. I got excited, sharing the names, and so I lost track of my script. So
it's huge. It's perfect.
But thank you so much to everybody. I'm so moved, and definitely the stories of our students and the legacy video. A lot of those students have worked at the foundation or interned there, and it's just great to see them and how they have grown thanks to all of your support. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the COVID-19 fund. And as we continue to work through the transition to online education, the digital divide it's just really shown to us how evident it is and what a huge need that is. Many of our students lack laptops, access to the internet, which are critical. I mean, you can't do online education if you don't have access to broadband, if you don't have your device to be able to work on your homework, your assignments, your essays, your projects. Our most vulnerable students also need emergency funds. We've received so many emails from so many students that have been laid off. They're struggling to just pay their very basic bills. So without this immediate support, the unprecedented transition to 100% online learning could prove too much for some students, and we want to avoid that at all costs. So we want our students to continue their education so that we can all jump back into the economy when we're ready to hit the ground running. We need to have our students stay in college and in their vocational or education so that they can jump back in and get a job as soon as we're able to. So I'm sure that many of you joining online today know that we launched a Keep Our Students Learning COVID-19 Emergency Fund. And we're hoping to provide all this much needed support for those wireless hotspots, crisis counseling, emergency scholarships for food, rent, and other very basic needs. We've already been able to distribute over 100 hotspots, over 100 laptops. We have actually written over 75 emergency fund scholarships. And emergency crisis counseling has been also expanded. As of yesterday, we had 55 students on a wait list for those emergency funds. And we would love to be able to support those students on the wait list. We'd love to be able to get those 55 students their $500 emergency scholarship. So thank you for being part of their life at this critical time. We definitely know that just as we will remember COVID-19 forever, they will never forget what you and I and all of us are doing to help them. I know they will remember that. So thank you so much. It's now my honor to introduce Samantha Saldana, one of the best presidents I've ever seen from our student body. She's amazing. You've already seen her on camera. She's really super cool and super awesome in her leadership. So Samantha is going to tell us a little bit about her perspective, what she sees from our students and what they're going through. So go ahead, Samantha, take it away. Thank you so much for your leadership, Samantha.
Thank you, Jackie. I'm so happy to be here with you. Thank you to the faithful volunteers and loyal sponsors and donors who care so deeply about Hartnell students. I'm proud to be here to represent Hartnell College students. There's no doubt this has been a year unlike any other. The pandemic has forced all students to shift gears to online learning. For some students, it worked out fine after some minor adjustments. But for so many students, the transition has been truly difficult because of lack of access to computers and the internet. For my graduating class, we face the additional sadness of not being able to have a graduation ceremony and celebrate with our schoolmates, family, and friends. Nonetheless, I feel so lucky to have the support of Hartnell behind me as I move forward to achieve my goals and life and academic goals. A few days ago, I was reflecting on the effects of the pandemic and online learning, how it has had so many effects on so many of us, and I'd like to share that with you now.
Hi, my name is Samantha, and I'm a student at Hartnell College. It's been a few weeks now, and we are coming up on graduation. For me, I'll be leaving soon, but for other students, they still have time at Hartnell to complete. And it's been a really critical time in our lives right now. There have been moments during this quarantine where we feel less motivated than we did before. Maybe some of us lost our direction, and we're really unsure of our goals and our path. And I think that's why it's such an important time right now that our community comes together to support our students, to remind them that the choice that we've made to pursue our education is still valid and it's still worthwhile. It's just such a hard time for us right now because everything in our lives is telling us that pursuing an education is going to be the least easy thing to do. I'm grateful to Hartnell because of the response to this crisis. They've worked quickly to ensure that every single student is equipped with everything they need to succeed. And as a student body president, on behalf of all of our Hartnell students, I'd like to say thank you to everyone at Hartnell that's working diligently on their behalf. We see you, we see your hard work. It does not go unnoticed. And for the class of 2020, congratulations once more. I know that we have a wonderful future ahead of us.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing. We're so grateful. And Sam has been absolutely instrumental in helping get the message out about the COVID-19 emergency fund, the needs of the students, and has been an amazing advocate. So thank you so much, Sam. And I wanted to share with you, we have another very special message for the graduating class of 2020, good friend of ours. San Jose Sharks play-by-play announcer Randy Hahn has a little message of support for all of our graduates, and I would like to share that with you now.
Greetings, Hartnell College class of 2020. My name is Randy Hahn, television broadcaster for the San Jose Sharks, and the reason I'm recording this video is I wanted to say congratulations first on all of you for graduating in these most unusual of times, not only in our country but around the world, but especially so because you had to finish your degrees online. I can't even imagine the amount of additional focus and attention to detail and follow through and just concentration something like that would take above and beyond actually being in live classrooms to try and do it online. It was certainly a challenge for all of you, but you came through and you're to be congratulated for that. Of course, I witness perseverance and dedication on a day-to-day basis on my job from some of the great Sharks players like Joe Thornton and our captain Logan Couture on the ice, but you're to be congratulated too for this very unique accomplishment in this very unique year, something that the class of 2020 will always certainly be unique. Again, congratulations on your graduation. Go Sharks and go Hartnell College.
So yay, and thanks for our good friend and supporter, Randy Hahn. Randy has come through year after year with Sharks tickets and all sorts of goodies for us. So we're very grateful for his support. So just a very, very quick reminder that we are almost to the end of this amazing time together, and we are about to close our live auction. Butch, I've got our winners, but you still have a couple more minutes to buy those drawing tickets. So hartnell.edu/party, click the drawing ticket link, get your last tickets in, and we'll make sure that your name is entered. And we're gonna close those out in just a couple of minutes. So
I'll is it okay to give some shout outs to some people that have donated for the scholarships and internships?
Please do, Jackie.
Okay, wonderful. So
thank you.
Thank you. We have the Briley family. We also have Pat Donahue again. Thank you, Pat. We also have I know Lucy and Ramon Serrano. Lucy Serrano. Everybody knows Lucy at Hartnell College, so she also donated. Thank you so much for sending your love and for your generosity.
Thanks, Jackie. And I know that we've had funds coming in for the COVID-19 campaign as we go. I'm hearing the emails, the email notifications pop up. And so for anyone who is going to either make a donation or would just like to see the progress of that campaign and see the donations that are coming in, when you click the link to the COVID-19 emergency fund, it'll take you to our GoFundMe, and you can see all of the amazing donors that have been coming in. And those donations have been coming in daily since we launched the campaign. So it's very, very exciting.
Thank you. And then one last one that we have right now, Anna Toledo. Anna Toledo is also donating. Thank you so much, Anna. She couldn't get on the online, so I'm so glad you have my number. You just can text me. Anybody can text me for donations. So please keep them coming.
Yeah, that is really, really phenomenal. Thanks.
Thanks,
Thank you
Anna.
so much. And God, it's so exciting. Okay, I think we're ready to announce the winners. And Butch, I promised you those notes, but I have them. So should I just go for it real quick?
Sure, you bet. Go for it.
Okay. Well, we're seeing a lot of amazing donors that have been not only giving for many, many years, but give again and again and again. And it's one of the magical things about Hartnell College and about Party in the Library is how deep that commitment is. So we had 3 items left outstanding, and one of them was the VIP parking spot. And it really couldn't go to someone who is more deserving, because there are a handful of volunteers that I know that show up on campus over and over and over and over again, and person who absolutely should have their reserved parking spot right there next to the president is Margaret Diarigo. So Margaret won the VIP parking spot. We're so excited for her. Emmett Linder is going to be the big hero in his household today, because he is the lucky winner of those incredible diamond earrings. And the collection of big bottles of wine are going also to the amazing and beautiful Margaret Diarigo. There, I was just going to say, Margaret, turn your camera on, and if you would be so kind, please, and put your address into the chat box so that we can come over and drink that wine with you. That would be really, really great. So that's our live auction, and it's absolutely amazing. We sold 3 packages thanks to Scheid and to Scheid Family Wines and Kurt of those tours. We sold 2 Cabo packages. We sold every single auction package. When 7 weeks ago, when we knew that we had to shift gears with Party in the Library, we had no idea that the generosity would run so deep. So congratulations to all of our winners, and thank you again, Butch, for co-auctioneering, or really auctioneering through this very cool virtual event. And as we are coming up to the end of our program, does everybody have their dancing shoes on?
Yes, hold on. Let me give one last shout out here.
Why not? Do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the Mancero family. Thank you to the Edson family. Thank you to the Linda and Alan Jin family. And I think Oh, yeah. No, I think that's it for now. Thank you.
All right, it is my great pleasure to welcome the one, the only Zoe Alexander representing the Money Band for us tonight.
Let's party. Come on, everybody, get out of your seats. Let's groove. This is that ice cold Michelle Fox, that white gold. This one for them good girls, straight masterpiece. Styling, wilding, living it up in the city. I got Chuck's on with Sailor Rock. I gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too high. All the police and the fireman are too high. Make a dragon wanna retire, man, I'm too high. You say my name, you know who I am, I'm too high. The money man pumps you up. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Saturday night, we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch, do it.
Go, Candy.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Go, Andrea.
Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh, stop. Wait a minute. Real my cup, put the liquor. Take a sip, sign a check. Hit the stretch. Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. We're gonna show up, we're gonna show out. Smoother than the French fries, Skippy. I'm too high. Make drink one time, man. I'm too high. Oh, my name is who I am. I'm too high. See my name, you know who I am. Too high. The money grab punch you up. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you.
Cherry.
Don't believe me, just watch, do it. Woo. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
Go, Nick.
Don't believe me, just watch. Oh, you feeling all right, Hartnell?
Woo!
I see you boogieing down. I said, uptown, funk you up. I said, uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. I said, uptown, funk you up. Come on. Uptown, funk you up. I said, uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. I said, uptown, funk you up. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you sexy, then flown it. If you freaky, then own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you sexy, then flown it. Well, it's Saturday night, we're in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Woo,
Yes.
don't believe me, just watch. Whoa!
Bravo.
Woohoo!
Thank you, everyone.
Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Oh, uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Come on. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Yeah. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Get down hard now. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Come on.
Yay, Sharon.
One love, people. One love.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hartnell. Thank you, everybody, for doing everything you do.
Thank you, Money Band.
We love you, Zoe. Next year all together.
Oh, yes, we'll be there.
I want to thank you, Zoe. I want to also thank Betsy and Steve Pearson, who love Ann Secker and are big supporters in our community. So thank you. Much love to them. Thank you, Ama, for your gift.
Thank you. Amazing. So, oh my gosh, this is too much fun. But we are we're coming up on the moment we have all been waiting for. Are we ready to announce our drawing ticket winners? Or winner, I should say. Sam, hang on one second. Let me bring you front and center. So Sam, show us the ticket jar.
Okay. This is our ticket jar. It's got over 100 different tickets in there.
I think it's got Aline, how many entries did we have?
We're at 132.
Phenomenal. So thank you so much, everybody. Okay, so Sam is going to pull the number, and this is like a double blind test because Sam is going to pull the number, and then Aline is going to tell us which name is assigned to that number.
Dig deep.
All right.
Okay, are you ready?
Fingers crossed, everybody.
All right, here we have the number, and the winner is 150.
150.
All right, so
and
150. So the winner is number 150, Kathy Gutierrez. I know her. Yay, Kathy.
Phenomenal. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for everybody that bought drawing tickets. We're so excited. Congratulations to our lucky winner. And we are at the end of the ReEnvisioned Party in the Library. Kurt, Alfred, Susan, our amazing co-chairs. Do you want to close us out for the night?
I'll do it. Well, on behalf of Hartnell College, the foundation, and Party in the Library Committee, as well as all of the students who will have already benefited greatly from your tremendous support, thank you. The opportunity to make donations to Promise Scholarship, internship, and the COVID-19 Emergency Fund will be on our website. All donors who gave tonight and give tonight will receive those stunning orchids.
Woohoo!
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Everybody. Thanks to our
Thank you.
library committee.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job. Great job.
Enjoy the weekend. Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Good job, Patrick. Yay. Happy Patrick.
Hey, party on. Party continues.
Party on.
It continues.
One love, keep it positive.
Thanks,
I have to show you. I have to show you guys what was going on in the background right here.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah.
How cute.
Oh, cute.
We enjoyed the party.
All right. Good night, everyone. We love you.
Love you.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Stay safe. I don't want to.
That's over. I'm making sure that our chat window is saved one way or another, and then I'm going to close out our webinar. Good night, everybody. Thank you. I couldn't be more proud, touched, excited to be a part of such an amazing family.
Thank you,
Thank you, Ala. Great job, everyone. Love you
all.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
You too.